he looks like a spitting image of Buddy. And we did decide on our Christmas tree, it is time to decorate. And this year I have a hedgehog. Rescued a little hedgehog. And I have some beads. Here. Morning, Buddy. Come here. Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. As you can see, a lot of snow has melted. I have picked the angle where it looks the most snowy, but deeper in the forest, a lot of snow has melted. And truthfully, it's almost not morning. It's, I think, 11:40. I finished editing and sorting the video at 1:30 and I probably got to bed at 2 and I just could not get up this morning. I didn't even bring my big lens today and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to show you the first snow that arrived in November, because I got some really lovely footage of Junior, and we call this squirrel Junior because he looks like a spitting image of Buddy, and so I was initially calling him Buddy Junior, and then he became just Junior, and so here is Junior and some other squirrels in a very nice snowstorm. Even though I am so late arriving to the forest, I can see Sylvie right now, Buddy has been around, Rusty has also been around, so they're still here despite it being almost midday. What time is sunset these days? So sunset at the moment is at 1:46, which means it will be sunset in 2 hours. But that's fine, because my plans today are to put up the Christmas tree, make a wreath for the front door. Also, whilst I was editing yesterday's footage, I realised that I completely missed some footage on another card, and we did decide on our Christmas tree, and... You alarming at me? Yeah, I think it was an alarm call for me. And we actually put our outdoor tree up in the garden. Which one should be our indoor tree and which one should be the outdoor tree? I think this will be the indoor tree and this will be the outdoor tree. They're cleaning the ice. Our outdoor tree is ready. I'm excited to see it when it's dark. Oh, you're just so cute, aren't you? You're just such a sweet boy. Look, there's some nuts here. Look, if you go here, bud, I've put some nuts there if you want it. good. Excellent. Okay, let's go home, have a nice breakfast. What was that sound? Buddy, you're very naughty. There's food over there, I don't know why you're coming here. You ate your sweet treats already. Yes. It is time to decorate the Christmas tree, the real tree, not this one. But first, let's make some mulled wine. Cheers. Ooh. One spice is very strong. What is that? Oh. So I've set up a light because the lighting in this room is awful. I've got a cozy ambient living room on in the background. I have my mulled wine. Actually, my neighbour Ingrid got me this mug, and if you're watching, Ingrid, this is one of my favourite mugs. It's not my favourite wine. Okay, I'm gonna go and get the tree. It's currently in the base room shower, where it was defrosting, and it should be dry now. Here comes the tree.
Okay.
No, I don't remember how you release it.
Let's change. Is it resting all the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part I want to go in the corner.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I think that's good. Let me
about
check from far. Oh, very straight this side. From this side? Yes, that looks really straight.
Okay, I need you to hold it.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah! I'm forcing you to be in the video. Oh, contraceptives.
Contraceptive.
Right.
You put those tablets in plants and it helps them. They grow.
That is not real.
People say.
Really? They do that in Mexico?
Well, somebody told my mum and she used to do that.
So you just buy contraceptives for the plants? The gorgeous tree. Bye. Thank you. The tree is up. It is time to decorate. I wanted to show you some of my favourite ornaments. So if you didn't know, every year I have an animal tree, and the aim is always to have more species each year. It feels special to put a polar bear on the tree now that I've actually seen one. And actually I saw my first brown bear this year in Sweden, and I also saw my first wild cheetah this year. And this year I have a hedgehog. The reason I got a hedgehog this year is because if you follow me on Patreon or Instagram, I actually rescued a little hedgehog who was randomly running in my parents' garden when I was there in October in daylight, and I called my local hedgehog rescue and they wanted me to bring her in, and turns out she was extremely sick with various parasites and had to go on lots of medication. And then just a few days ago my parents released Millie back into our garden, and she is much bigger And from what I know, they haven't seen her since the first day. So hopefully she's found a good spot to hibernate this winter and she will stay healthy and strong. This is actually one of my favourites, this red fox. And I have some beautiful ones from the Natural History Museum in London. A squirrel in a plaid jacket. Very handsome. I wish Buddy could wear a little jacket. Okay, let's get decorating. We'll start with the lights. I have finished decorating our wild tree full of different animals and I'm quite happy. The tree is a bit sparse with branches, but it is full of beautiful lichen. My only issue right now is I'm very, very hungry and Juan is cooking, which is great. It is 11:30 and I have still got this whole video to edit. I'm going to do maybe an hour and see how I get on, and then maybe I'll have to finish it in the morning. But I'm really happy with the tree. I'm glad it's finally up, and it took me a lot longer to decorate than I thought it would. But before I sign off tonight, I actually wanted to talk about Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall was a British conservationist and primatologist. She wrote lots of books about chimps and documentaries, and she was just an amazing communicator of the natural world. And I didn't know about her until I was in Costa Rica, and one evening they put up a Jane Goodall documentary, and I was really inspired by a lot of things that she said. The main message I loved was that she really promoted sharing stories of optimism and hope, and that stories that inspire people make a bigger difference to connecting people to the natural world. There's a famous quote from Jane that I'm going to share. "Hope is what enables us to keep going in the face of adversity." She repeatedly said she is hopeful, not because the world is easy, but if we didn't have hope, we would just give up. I also really loved that she shared stories of individual animals, which is what I do, I guess, with Buddy and Sylvie. Like, they do have their individual personalities, and I really do think when you put a name to an animal, people care way more. And not just about the animal, but the environment it lives in. And I think with Buddy and Sylvie's stories, it's their stories that actually helped buy the squirrel forest. And through these Vlogmas videos, and I guess all my videos, I want to create a feeling of calmness and magic, and also an escape from the world that is feeling quite dark these days. I've also really been loving your voice notes, And today, whilst Juan and I were having breakfast, we listened to the recent voice notes, and it is just so lovely to hear your stories. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for sharing this day with me, and thank you for your lovely comments. So it makes me very happy that you're enjoying these videos, because they are time consuming and I would like to go to bed, but I'm going to try and edit this video. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow, which is actually Vlogmas Day 5, not today. Good night.
Hello, I'm Brenda Jenkins. I live in Alberta, Canada. I've been following Danny for a few years because I own a nut business. We make flavored nuts and granola and nut butters, and we sell them at farmers market locations. And I always get Danny's squirrel calendar. We put them up, and then when the year's over, we take the pages and post them at our markets along the wall and in our kitchen, where we do our packaging and cooking of all of our nuts. So I am a squirrely kind of person, and I really love supporting the squirrel forest and Danny in all of her adventures. Wishing you all a beautiful season and a happy new year. All the best for 2026.